Hey guys, how you doing today? It's another hot day. It's supposed to be in the 80s, mid 80s today. I have a fan going, so if you hear that noise, it's essential right now. I've redone the room in here a little bit so you can see a lot more background junk than you usually do. It's still a work in progress. I'm still trying to find the best way to get it organized. So I wanted to use my new Mint to Be palette, and then I realized I'm wearing dark navy and off-white, and it just doesn't work with that. So what I decided I was going to do is dip into the Creamated palette, but we're going to ignore these whole two rows. We're going to ignore the darkest one. I mean, maybe this one could get in there, but we're going to focus on the two lighter rows, probably mostly even this bottom row, and see what we can come up with. Now, it's hot, which means I don't want to do anything really. I'm not going to put on a full face of makeup. We're just doing our eyes and probably some lotion. So this is just a little bit of the NYX eyeshadow base, because if I don't prime it, I feel like I end up with a big fat mess later. That wasn't the best job, I don't think, even in that, but it'll work. All right, so let's see, what shall we start with? I really do think I want to mostly do just this bottom row here, because there's some good colors in there. I think I'm going to start with Casket Ready right here, and just get like a good base down. Wow, does that even show on my pale ass skin? This is really going to be a good natural look, because it basically is my skin tone evened out a little bit. That's kind of funny. Huh. Well, I guess that means it makes a great base, doesn't it? My eyelid color. Okay, no, my eyelids are a little bit more red than my general color, but so are my cheeks. I just think it's funny how close it is to my natural skin tone. But we will just put that all over the whole eye as a little base. I really don't want to go too crazy. I am doing just my eyes, and it's hot anyways. So let's try taking a little of this Obituary down here. See if we can't deepen up the outside edge a little bit. Again, I'm really not going for crazy dark. I do think I'm going to have to go up a row to get any kind of color though. Not that there's anything wrong with it just being this super pale color set. It does help a little bit with the outer corner. That is as deep as this row of the palette gets. There's nothing darker than this. This is the dark color of that line. Have you ever tried doing that before? On a multicolored palette, just pick one line of the palette and do the entire look from there and not do anything else. I mean, it's not bad. It's a nice, really light, absolutely light color. I do think I'm going to go up one row though. I'm going to get into Eulogy right here, this slightly darker, with my blending brush. And kind of just in this very outer corner and in the crease to get a little more definition to the eye shape. Oh yeah, that's better. It's still not dark, as you see. It's still not dark. It's still very light, but I just almost dropped my brush. But it's a darker color than the rest of the lid, so it gives you that eye socket definition that we all seem to love. I certainly do. Yeah, still nice and light, but a little more color. I'm gonna do that on this side. And I kind of pointed it towards the outer corner of my eyebrow. I know my eyebrows are really blonde and they're really hard to see for you guys. I'm used to my pale ass eyebrows, so even without color on them, I know where to aim for the corner of it. feel like that one doesn't have quite as much. I didn't get it dark enough, so I'll put a little more on there. Is it just the shadows, or is this side legitimately darker? Just trying to buff that out a little because I really feel like it's darker. And I'm going to take a little bit of this one here embalmed and just put it towards the outer corner here. Has a little bit of shimmer, not much, not as much as I had hoped it would. Sometimes shimmers really just have to be put on with your finger though. But it also kind of helps with that color. Right there on the outside. I'm just grabbing Eulogy again to kind of buff in the edges. I don't want too much of it, but just to, I just feel like it needed a little reinforcement over here. We're just sweeping it back and forth just to kind of blend and diffuse the edges. And there's very little, if any, on the brush. At this point, there's probably none left on the brush. I'm just kind of working it in. And sometimes that's good. Sometimes you need to kind of blend with an empty brush. Or I think next I want to see, let's see, what does this one look like? I think that's, well, it's a little more shimmery. Different kind of shimmery. Sorry, I'm testing things on the side of my hand. Because sometimes I'd rather stick it on the side of my hand and see the color payoff and know what I'm about to get before sticking it straight on my entire eyelid and then hating it. So ooh, I think that one might be. I'm going to grab, and this I'm just going to do with my fingers. I'm going to grab Afterlife right here and just stick that on the inner part of my eye. Give it a little shimmery shimmery. A lot of people say you should use your middle or your ring finger for this because you have less muscle strength in those fingers. You're not as likely to stress out your skin and the muscles of your eye. Or, you know, just be careful and don't be heavy-handed. Okay, so now I'm going to grab a little bit of this mausoleum right here and do that on the outer half. So you still get a shimmer across the entire eyelid, but it kind of, and I'll go in with the brush and kind of blend the two together in the middle there, but that way you still get that shimmery all the way across, but it gets a little darker towards the outer corner. It actually is a little more golden as well, which is kind of cool though. I like it. I dig it. A little bit more brown going on. And I did grab the tiniest bit on the end of my brush so that I don't just rub it all away trying to blend the two. And because I feel like I got this side a little farther out. I just want to blend between the two. Maybe I'll grab a little bit of Afterlife and come back in. There we go. Oh, I stuck my finger in something. Look at that. Jeez. It's probably Angel of Death. It's a dark one up here. Definitely need that off my fingers before I touch anything else though. Good Lord. Watch me make a big ass mess of myself. Okay. Oh, some of the dark got into Afterlife. Oh good. Thank goodness. Have you ever just like prayed that something will come off easy? I'm actually gonna go grab this again really quick and grab some of that. Which one are we going to use? Eulogy, that darker one that we used in the outside corner. And just kind of bring this down underneath here a little. Not really strongly, just a little bit. And then I'm going to go back to Burial Gown. Is that what I used earlier? Burial Gown? No, I didn't use that one earlier. Sorry. I used Casket Ready. Maybe I should have used Burial Ground. And put that on the inner part. I really should be using a different brush for this. Should be using this brush that I got clean for this even. It definitely work better because it's smaller and compact and I don't know what it is. Anything that's right up underneath my eye like that, my mouth is open trying to do anything. I think we all do that though, for a good number of things that are really close to our under eye. Yeah, I like that. Just kind of blend it a little there. Yeah, not bad, right? It's subtle. Kind of wonder, got diamond ashes down here. Oh yeah, that'll do it. I felt like it just needed something right there in the very corner. And I would say diamond ashes was the thing it needed. I know I'm not wearing some of my rings right now like I usually do. If you notice the red patches on the back of my fingers right there, actually this one's the worst. Water got trapped underneath my rings and it made my skin break out, which is really annoying. And I'm sure nobody really cares, but in case you notice that I usually have on big old bulky rings and they are missing today, that is why. Alright, so this is just my typical Unbeliever brow, and just like normal, I'm just putting it where the hair already exists. We're not trying to make any new fancy shapes out of my eyebrow. And then just brush it through. Kind of brushing it up and then sweeping it to the side to make a good shape. It also helps you make sure you don't have too much product, because like I just globbed it right there like you wouldn't believe. But brushing it through helps kind of pick up that extra product. Oh, look at that. Eyebrows. I have eyebrows. I thought I did. Alright, and then, sorry, just checking the time because I am on break, or lunch. So I have to make sure I'm done very, very, very soon. So, but that's okay. We are almost done because we're not doing a full face of makeup. So this is just some cheap, well, semi-cheap Hot Topic blue eyeliner so that we can get a little blue into this look. You know, I really do try to leave my eye open when I'm drawing on my eyeliner, but I have this involuntary twitch and it always ends up closing. So we just have a tiny wing, not anything major, but it's cute. Trying to go really light on the inside. I don't want it gloopy and crazy in there. I also have super crepey eyelids, so sometimes they just kind of wrinkle and do weird things, and then my eyeliner doesn't look very good. One is definitely thicker than the other though. Okay, so who has that problem sometimes? You start on one eye and you think it looks damn near perfect. You do the other eye and they're not the same. One's thicker than the other. So then you have to decide, are you going to try to trim down the one that's thick, or more often than not thicken the one that's thinner? And then it ends up being this back and forth game forever trying to make it perfect. All right, so now we have Dick's Worth the Hype in blue. Like I said, we're getting just a little bit of blue into this look by doing our mascara and eyeliner in blue, but leaving the rest of the colors pretty well muted. Just that little pop of color, kind of cute. Okay, sorry that kind of cut off abruptly. Lunch was over. So, oh, I would start off coughing. So, now that I'm done with that, what did I do with, okay. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Stick Sculpting Longwear Shaping Stay Blush in the color Cheeky Dimension. And so I'm just going to put a streak there, and a streak there. And yes, I know that looks super ridiculous, crazy. I don't even know what the deal is with these brushes. Blenders. I got these ones in my boxy trim, and they are a bit on the new, and I haven't hardly used them. And I know this looks super crazy. Give it a minute. Because right now it might look crazy, but it won't look bad once. Actually, it's not that bad anyways. It won't look bad once the glotion goes over the top. Oh, I forgot my primer. I'm just a mess, a hot mess today. Just ignore me. Don't ignore me, but I mean, you know what I mean. Ignore my crazy stupidness. I guess you wouldn't come to watch a video just to ignore me, would you? All right, so I know that they look a little drastically pink right now, but enter Glotion, or in this case, Wander Beauty Catch the Light Highlighter and Glotion Combo. So what I'm going to do, at some point I swear I'm going to have to just get the stuff out of the cap because it's almost dead. Funny thing, this came up as an add-on. It totally went way past where I wanted to. It came up as an option in my Ipsy bag because Ipsy is kind of switching it up. They're letting you actually choose 3 of the items for your bag. And I don't remember if this came up as one of the options I could choose or if it came up as a add-on. But either way, I was like, heck yes, I'm almost done. I love that stuff. So I will be getting another one of these with my Ipsy, which makes me excited. And I actually am just going to let that go all the way down my neck. I probably got a little too much because all of a sudden it just kind of went crazy on me. But it's not bad, right? Not bad. It really does dim down a little bit once you get the, once you let it go, and now my hands are shimmery. I should have thought ahead and grabbed a makeup wipe to wash my hands off with. And in case I hate my lipstick. The first try, we'll see. I'm not sure, I have an idea. I'm not sure how it's going to work out. It might look super stupid, but we shall see. But for right now, I'm just going to get the excess lotion off my fingers and everything. And obviously, I didn't use any concealer or anything, so the zits are still there. I just don't care right now. But what I am going to do is, I can't get the lid to unwind now because my hands are damp from the makeup remover on my hands. There we go. I'm just gonna run that up my nose. Put a little there, put a little there, put a little here, and a little here. And then we'll use the butt of that same sponge just to get a little extra shine in those high spots. And see, now that super over peached blush isn't so bad. Although I feel like my face in general still looks kind of red. It's just hot. I'm not even gonna try to pretend that isn't true. It's like 80 something, 81, 82, something like that, with about 50% humidity. And that's the killer. It's not the heat. If it was a dry heat, I'd probably be fine. The problem is it's not a dry heat. It's a damp, nasty, humid heat. Although I'm counting my blessings that I'm not in West Virginia with my sister, who has about the same temperature, but with like 70% humidity. She can have her 70% humidity. All right, so I'm gonna take... Oh, I should have told you what this is. It's the NYX Suede Matte Lip Liner in Jet Set. I'm not trying to overline, just normal line these lips. Oh, I messed up right there. It's not too bad. Okay. Oh, I got too much there. I really truly am trying to just get that outside line. You'll see in a minute. Ugh, okay. It looks like shit already. You're not supposed to start off looking bad. You know, while I'm at it, let's just clean this one up too. Because that definitely got wrong. Okay, try again. Can't take forever doing this because I'm only on my break. There we go. That's what I was going for. Alright, now. I keep going back and forth. I have the Macaroon NYX Lippy in Coconut. And I have the Wicked NYX Lippy in Stone Cold. This one is like a silvery color, and Coconut is obviously very, very white. I think I'm going to try, I mean, I could just go dark and go with the Midnight Muse and the Velvet Matte lipstick, which was my first thought, but I feel like it's too dark of a blue. Oh, there's some blue on this already. All right, we gotta wipe that off because we can't start off by screwing up our color. All right. Okay, so there, I did that white just on the inside of the blue. And then I'm going to take my lip brush, which was not clean, sorry, and drag the blue into the white a little bit. And I may totally hate this. I don't know yet. Oh. Nope, that's not it. That is absolutely not it. I hate that. Ugh. Okay. Maybe it looked better with this silver. Or maybe I shouldn't try it because it's just hurt all over. It just didn't, it wasn't the deal. Okay, I did have another idea. So maybe we'll try the other idea and see if we like that better, because probably at this rate. Okay, this is the Midnight Muse. And yeah, I did just do it only on the very, very, very inside on purpose. Although I actually kind of got too far up right here, but we'll see if we can fix it. I'm gonna have to wash that part. Okay, see how it's just kind of on the inside there. Then we're going to take our Jeffree Star gloss in Heaven's Gate, which is also from the Creamated collection. Yep, I already like it better. To where it's mostly a shine with just that little bit of blue in the center. I don't know. I think if I had a blue that was the same color as my eyeliner, that I would probably like any option better with that. Because, yeah, I mean, that's better than the other, but I don't like that either. So, because this is what you're supposed to do. Put on your makeup and do your lipstick 3 or 4 times. Why not? I don't like any of it, that's why. So we're going to go back to our blue liner. A crack on the edge of my lip right there, and it's bleeding into it. Which is not the cutest look. What the crap? Apparently I can't draw a line today. I'm just that kind of problematic. Now, if I had actual face makeup on, I would have cleaned that up with concealer or something, but I don't. Okay. And then we'll go in with this. Well, I already like it better, sadly. And then we'll go back. Is that lip shape funny? I think it's okay. Woo, got it great. That's better. Should have just done that in the first place. That was my first thought, and then I thought, no, I'm going to try to get creative and try to do an ombre lip. I should have just stuck to my original thought. It's probably just because the colors are too extremely different. I don't know. But I do like that. And it works with the outfit. Even though the lips are really bold, the eye makeup isn't really bold, except for just that little bit of blue. It kind of plays off each other. Hope you like it. Bye.